Hello, good people of the interwebs. This is a special video in light of what actually happened 3 years ago. This is 9.03, and this was a special request by SheenaMarieBach. Now, before I actually get into this game, it may look off, but reason why it's off for some apparent reasons because once I start it up, it just goes weird like that. But it uses the WASD keys as controlling using the mouse, so I'm using mouse and keyboard the entire time that I will be doing this video. Of course, this video, as I said, is a special video because this is the 4th anniversary of the Tohoku-Kanto earthquake. Because it actually started on April 7th, 2011. So, a video like this, I'm definitely paying reference. So here we need to find the butterflies. Of course, just like the last game I played, it requires a keyboard and the mouse. So the entire time I will be using the mouse. Now here all you need to do is just follow the path. And as you can see here, we see a silhouette of what seems to be a boy. And in the place we see what seemed to be a butterfly. The name is Tatsuya Sato. And the butterfly is leading me to a lady, another female another silhouette, namely a female. Now, as of late, we've had an earthquake ourselves. Quite a bit of earthquakes here in California, as most of you well know. And ours wasn't as bad as what happened in the Tohoku earthquake. Theirs was, as the title implies, 9.3. And a 9 point something, a 9.03 or anything within 9, that's pretty damn violent. That is actually the biggest and worst that an earthquake can happen. I mean, we get rolls, we get rumbles here in California. I mean, depending on where you are, you can either get rumbles or you can be within the epicenter of the earthquake, depending on where you live. Now, the last earthquake that's happened, it was somewhere in Fullerton, somewhere where I'm nowhere near. Okay, I'm nowhere near Fullerton. I'm here in California, so whatever happens with whatever happens in Fullerton, we are going to feel it. We're going to feel a little bit of it. So all we had the last couple of days, or last week perhaps, was basically rumbles, but not as bad as Tohoku and Kanto. When I was in Japan, I was living in the Kanto region. And where I was in the Kanto region was Tohoku-Kanto, which is right near, Chiba, which is near, which in one subway trip could take you to Tokyo. Counting that, you might encounter 2 stops along the way, but you'll still get to Tokyo within an hour or so. We've had a share of earthquakes in Tohoku-Kanto. I'm not gonna lie, but the fact remains that a 9 point something in the Kanto region, I'm gonna be honest, I'm fearful of earthquakes, okay? I'm honestly fearful of earthquakes. Too bad I can't really, April 25th, 2009. Love, life, and happiness together. That, of course, must have been someone's beloved. But where was I when that happened? I was here, at home. When I heard about it, I don't know. I felt like a part of me who felt so hurt wanted to just say, yeah, that's a good idea. Let this bitch suffer, when I was married. Yes, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but there are some times, some parts of me that just won't forgive. I can forget, but I won't forgive. I mean, what happened to me, I won't go into it. Because only my close friends know. I don't think the rest of YouTube will want to know what happened to me. I don't think they could fathom what happened to me in a sliced bit. Wow. So I'm walking up the sand dune, or around the sand dune, again. Because I see somebody standing there. Or somebody was standing there. Hopefully I'm close enough to do this. I am good. Because last time that I did this, I couldn't make heads or tails if I was doing this right. But now that I am. And this one is... somewhat of a ray of hope. And I mentioned I dread earthquakes. I really don't like earthquakes all too well. There's an old man there. As I said before, some parts of me want to forgive and the other part wants to forget. But, I never did like earthquakes. I mean, the last big one I've ever felt was 30 years ago when I was a kid. I was going off to school when it happened in Los Angeles. I was having breakfast and the earth and I felt the earthquake. It was really rumbling. I forgot how heavy it was. I think it might have been a 5 or so. But I didn't know what the hell was happening. All I know is that my mom helped me close. She shielded me. And we just waited out until it was over. I was going to have breakfast, mind you. And when it happened, it was just like that. It was instantaneous. And I can tell you, it scared the living crap out of me. So to this day, I still don't like earthquakes. I really don't. I always get very squirrely when it comes to earthquakes. I live near the ocean. How the hell do you think I'd feel, Like, that's 2 places I've lived near the ocean. One is Japan, the other is here, in California. And one thing that kind of sickens me is the fact that you have these zealots out there, these so-called religious zealots who say, oh, it's the end of the world just because it's a freaking earthquake. Gets me so mad. I'm like, be grateful it didn't happen to you. Some people, I swear, and I'm sorry if I'm getting angry and upset, but some people, I swear, they just don't seem to take advantage of life. Be thankful you still have your life. Be thankful you still have your family while an earthquake is happening. Be thankful that they're safe. I would think, you would actually want to be more concerned about the earthquake, or, the aftermath of the earthquake, then you know you're worried about your people, those you care about. Because I know one thing: if an earthquake hit right now, and I was in the midst of it, and say if this video was still running, and it caught like and it caught the earthquake while I was doing this video, man, I'm not going to even wish that on myself. Oh. Oh. Apparently I could do this with my controller. Looks like a watch. Anything on it? The time is 2:58. I believe that's the time, 2:58. Okay, so I didn't know I could use my controller. Learn something new every day. The train. Child's handprint. I see a couple here. This could possibly mean something. This could possibly mean that this might be the retelling of the person's life before the earthquake hit. Maybe I might be wrong. But I am considering the possibility of that. That this Tetsuya Sato person might be the child of these two people here. Or perhaps it is the father. Or the old man. I know what this is all too well. A baby basket. I have no words. Clearly. Normally you would hear some thrilling commentary, but to something like this, I feel tears happening. And I don't know why. I feel like crying. It's a teddy bear. With only one eye. Teddy. I'm pretty sure that bear washed up somewhere. Because I read, those are all the people. All those souls. Dedicated to unique men, women, and children who lost their lives and are still missing as a result of tsunami that devastated on Japan on March 11th, 2011. I don't care. I did it. I did it on April, okay? I don't care if I did it a month later. I don't really care. I had to do it. So what do I honestly think about this? There's not much to say. There isn't much to say after all that. I know it's a month late, but you know, March 11th, 2011 was the day of infamy. Even though I've read it, it's like, oh, Tohoku earthquake, that was a big one. Because it was somewhere in the east, and I don't know, an earthquake like that, taking out so many people. This leads us to a very important point. Nature is to be respected at all times. And, even though I really have no words for this. I honestly don't. I still don't. But today, since I looked it up, was the worst earthquake to ever hit the land of the rising sun. Yeah, I've got nothing. I hope you enjoyed this special, even though it is a month late of the actual date, and I read it. I don't care. I did it just because I just wanted to pay my respects. Yeah. See you in more videos. I'm out.